This is Don, 𝗙𝗂𝘅𝑛𝑒𝑚592, playing on the GunMuse. Actually, I'm playing on the dots. But I just set up some more studio stuff here. I changed out the device that I'm using to record the game here. I was using my S20. I have my old S10 Plus. I'm using I've re-downloaded. I finally got all my data off my old phone. And so I wiped and reloaded the phone to basic, nothing on it structure. Loaded up DeX on there for the Samsung. You're now seeing this. I plug a cable into my phone, plug it to my computer, and I can play it on my computer screen. You can do this wirelessly with your TV if you want to. If you haven't joined RogersRaiders.com, paid $1.99 for the silver membership, you need to do so now. That's all. It's just do it now. Do it now. $2 to make your life much, much better. Okay. So this became a good time to some things I noticed when I set up. One, I had to go through the dreadfully long startup video again just to input my account. Okay. And two, I come back in here and I finally get my account done this morning and I see the KC and I'm like, man, I've got to do a video on this because this is just where I left here last night. I was like, man, I need some food. And everybody gave me some food. Then I come in here and I see, is there an active alliance that I am permitted to join? And before you ask, I'm not a spy. No, I don't have another castle. No, this is not a farm. The fact that you think we might think you're as a spy makes you a spy. I'm not in the main alliance no more. Look, the Guns of Glory, for me to do what I do for you, I've got to get pretty vile with the companies. I get down and dirty with them. And it's been blowing back on the alliance and, quite frankly, the kingdom. But the people who came here with us to start Kingdom 592, they knew this was going to happen. They'd seen it before. Okay, this is not new. These are not, grandma's sewing circle type guys. This is a $1.2 billion over 2 games gambling operation internationally. We're not dealing with choir boys, all right? No matter how much you think the world should be fair, it just isn't, okay? That's all there is to it. So, I see this where they're asking for this stuff. One, I see this private light on again. I'd love to know how these people asking for private information, stop doing that game, guys. I'm going to go through this private, and I'm going to go through every single one of these people and delete you. All right? I do not want to discuss anything inside the game. Period. Wow, that was a big delay, wasn't it? So the problem hounds up here. So here this new player comes in here and immediately some lord things like, oh, look at the wolf. And this is one of these things where, man, it couldn't have been better timing because I was explaining this yesterday that I knew this was going to be the next tactic when none of our players performed well on the wolf this week. Right. That's because they had a knockdown drag out fight with 𝗙𝗂𝘅𝗀𝗃. Now, nobody has any troops, including me. So, that's just what it's going to be. It's going to be a build-off week. If we're going to start doing 𝗙𝗃𝘀 with regularity, this is going to be the normal. But to the guy who doesn't know, they come in here and they say, well, look at the wolf. Holy crap, the wolf's now going to be important. You know how I know the wolf's going to be important? If you've watched any of my videos where I started in a new kingdom, the first thing I do, the first wolf event, is get number 1 and stay number 1 until everything's settled. All right? Why do I do that? Because they believe conflict is cash, and they turn around and they use the leaderboards and these event boards that don't mean squat to anybody against you. Why? Look Look at there, only 300 people. Well, it only goes down to 100, so looky there. Only 300 people. How do you know it's 300 people? Mr. Lord Level, what report did you get that the rest of us did not get? See, this is why you gotta understand what is there, what's not there. And as a new player, you just don't get it. You're believing whoever's talking to you. The first person to speak is the truth. Everybody else must prove what they're saying. Okay, that's a reality of life. I've said it many, many times. A little bit of truisms there. Get out of these rooms in these new kingdoms, guys. Okay, I can't stress that enough. I think I got this fixed now. Let me go over to, okay, so look, and we're gonna go there. There we go. So the forums has been doing well. For those of you who are lurkers, about 91% of you, you're in a good club, right? You know what? Look at this. And let's go dink down like that. Hey, there I am again. Got to put this stuff in the right order. All right. So the forums is let me go. I'm starting to become a bigger dick depending on how you read what I say, because I just say things as a fact. I was like, look, go to the forums. Damn sure don't contact me in game. I don't want Fun Plus to know one damn thing in advance before I tell you on YouTube. I just don't want them to know. So, and I damn sure, and even in my private stuff, for the people who send me PMs and things, don't ask me how-to questions in my own private things. Go to the forums, ask for things. I'm paying attention. Some days I get a couple days where I get lost in my own little world. VIP level, all right? 13 hours. See, that's a new one, and that's because I responded to his other one. I max 10K. So he's asking about, it's like, man, is there any other way to get VIP? Is VIP level worth spending money on gold? This is a good question. But believe it or not, I probably had this question 20 times, 30 times this week in my private messages. It doesn't do anybody good. 91% of the people will just go through. All right. So look, I'm going to say thank you to both his posts. Yeah, just thank him. I don't have to interact with him. I just go thank him. All right. You can get 10K VIP points every single day from the Spirit Mint. And it should be your first purchase. Then fill out other items after that. All right. Why am I telling him that? Okay. That's for another video. Why am I telling him that VIP is that damn important? Lots of free stuff in VIP. Lots of things that happen every day that increase your speed and everything else. So I'm actually going to be doing a VIP video because they're about to bring out VIP 13. So when they do that, I will redo VIP on a video. So look forward to that or not. Tell me, I don't need to know about VIP, damn it. I don't even think people are collecting their free VIP rewards every day, to be honest. Not even in the Alliance. So I'm out. You see where it says join Alliance? Oh, you can't see that. My gosh. So I turn off that. There we go. Hey, man, I've got this thing. I'm going to have to, now that I got this thing clicking and clacking, I'm going to have to actually use my board that I own here. Man, this was a nightmare. I put all this new hardware in here and double mics, and Windows 10 did an update. I was getting sound from 3 different microphones that I turned off a year ago. So it was just weird. And sound's very important to this thing. So I've taken the recorded videos back up to 5.1 surround sound. And because I'm uploading the videos in 4K, which means that they are much more TD, they look good on televisions. You know, you don't have to do good quality to make a good phone video. You know, just anything will do for a phone video. But if you're going to make it so that people can watch these how-tos on their TV while they're dinking around with their phone, you're getting that in depth to understanding how people are using you to do things better. Like, well, I can use the remote on my TV, go watch some YouTube videos on my smart TV, and meanwhile I'll get my phone thing. You can actually take this DeX, send it up to your TV now, and then, but then they're combined devices. You can't use two things. So that's, a lot of people are starting to do that. I can tell from the stats, because it does tell me what device people watch things on. So if you haven't joined Rogers Raiders, the silver membership, please do so, guys. We appreciate it. The next step to what we're doing is something I actually thought about years ago, and then I thought, I don't want to get into it, but I'm so far down that rabbit hole now with you that I don't see any way of avoiding it. The next step is going to be to hire people to come in here and do extra stuff for you. And honestly, at the rate of growth, I was like, man, is $2 enough? My math said, Dad, $2 is enough. And you don't know till you try, right? So I tried, and I'm happy with $2. I can expect to save you 15 to 20 hours of time per month for just $2. So I am happy with that. We need the money to hire people. You know, it's one thing to turn around and think you're going to get somebody to come in here and work for free, but my name's not CBS. We don't diddle with our interns. Besides that, I like to pay people for showing up and doing a good job. They don't get paid well because they do get knowledge in their intern. I expect anybody that comes and works for me to be able to walk away and start their own company. I expect anybody that comes and plays an alliance with me to be able to walk away and start their own alliance. Never upset with that. I actually feel that I've done a good job if I've done that. This is a teaching thing for me, so we're trying to teach. I had to separate myself from alliance because, quite frankly, we, as a plan, set up this bad guy scenario. You know, like, oh, look, he's killed the kingdom. No, we got rid of everybody that didn't want to be here. Honestly, that they were here to troll and things. Now, the outside, the third-party interloper here is the company itself. And that's one of the downsides. But coming to play in Kingdom 592 as a startup is an awesome advantage. If you're not going to be $1,000 a month player, you're not going to be a tower leader in your new kingdom. So just throw that idea out the window. Okay? If you want to be a low play, relevant, quality player, then come to 592 and start building your account and get lots of free loot that you wouldn't get in the new kingdom. The loot's here. Okay? We've gotten to the point that the loot's open. That's important. We just opened up level 54s, which have an advantage over 53s. 53s drop a lot of elixirs. 54 drop a lot of, what are they called? Oh, well, let's go look at the reports. They don't drop a lot of elixirs. I shouldn't say that. Nothing drops a lot of elixirs. But we do get these lovely little Raven Sapphires starting at 54s with some regularity. And we also get the 2,000 times 9 versus 8. It's actually a variable between 8 and 10, but I see 9s more once we get to the 54s. And then you get a little bit more Lord XP per thing, and that Lord XP is talent points, and you need a lot of them up here at the top end. So lots of little things like that. Ask your questions on the forum there. You know what? I think I can actually pull this up now. Oh, man, so many of you asked me to come up with a payment system other than PayPal. It was a software issue. In order to do something other than PayPal, I had to ask you your credit card number. Okay. Europe has a whole bunch of new sets of laws since our election here in the United States. Suddenly, Europe has got all kinds of laws that I've got to get certified for, whether I want to or not. And it wasn't a problem. I have secure servers. I've always had secure servers. I processed credit cards on these servers before, but I didn't have the new quote unquote, we've come up with something. I had to change nothing. All I had to do was get permission to run my business again. Thank you, communism, for spreading everywhere. I get to do what I did yesterday with your authority now. Because then authority can always be taken away. We don't call that freedom anymore. Anytime you got to ask permission to do something, you don't have the freedom to do it. There's the reality. Tell you, we lost that in the United States a long time ago. It's like, have you gone down and got a permit to sell stuff on your front lawn? Yeah, it's called the Constitution. Right to your property. Without government interference. No. The city has an ordinance, and you have to have permission to sell stuff on your front lawn. I saw them use five machine guns to take down a woman's kid who was selling a lemonade on the front lawn the other day. Right? We've all seen the stories about the lemonade stands getting busted by the local cops. Gotta have permission to sell that lemonade, little girl. Let's welcome him into that new age. We don't use that word freedom no more. But you've got the freedom to go to rogersraiders.com and sign up for a silver membership. Your $1.99 is going to get put to good use. I don't know if it's up there yet, but it's supposed to be on the checkout. You get the option to donate extra money. 100% of those extra donations are going to my charities still. Okay. I've changed the way we're doing things because I have to, because, man, when you hold an election, there's consequences. And as much as I joke around about politics, there's a reality to the world. All right. The reality of the world, you can't put yourself in a position where the IRS can go, let's have a talk about your finances. And not be prepared to have a talk about your finances. Okay. Whenever you're running a charity, there's extra rules, there's extra forms to be filed. And the minute we started that we were going to turn around and move away from the YouTube AdSense model and go to a membership model, that means you would have been paid members underneath my charity that falls underneath a different set of rules. We would have had to turn around and get paperwork for you. And then only 18% of my membership would have been allowed to be non-military members because it was a military-based charity. Yada, yada, yada. All kinds of crap you don't care about. But I had to. All right. So the rule is, rather than putting us in a position where we have to use lawyers, we're just going to pay taxes. All right. And then I'm just going to spend my money any damn well any way I want to. But if you give got us sidetracked on this. If you give to that extra roundup that's on the checkout, then I promise you, I'll pay the taxes on that, and the money will just go there. I don't expect but a few people to actually do that. So I think the numbers are going to be small enough that I'll stay underneath a certain membership number. You see what I'm doing there? As much as I would like to believe that 100% of the people who sign up with me are charitable, it's not good reality. So let's, prove me wrong. I'll pay for the lawyer, you know. That's all there is to that. Okay. So don't fall for the scams. All right. Oh, I set up this new device, and so, man, you got new device settings. Turn off your music, turn off your sound effects. But the other thing you got to watch out for is this map tap. All right. That's a per device setting. So when it's on and your march is on top of, make it look on top of for you. When your march is on top of a building and you go to click on that same square, it'll show you the march. Hey, looky, there's your march when it's on. When it's off and you click on that same square, it shows you the building. Why is this important? Events, UAC, KVK, Blood Wars, things like that. Anytime you got to click on a tower and there's 5 or 6, 15 or 20 guys coming in there and there's all these guys just doing this all over the place, you don't want to be randomly clicking on every single thing there. You needed to add troops to the tower or send a scout or do something other than see the troops that are 15,000 dozen of them. So turn that off. It makes for better gameplay. Less mistaken clicks. Right there. And like I said, the VIP, I'm going to turn around and do another one. As soon as they release the VIP 13, it's all rumor right now. I don't build things based on rumor. We deal in facts. Once they've committed money to putting the graphics and interface in there, then we'll poke at it. All right. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.